Hi everybody, I'm Jacqui Duran. Welcome to another edition of Tuesday Training Day. Who isn't excited for Tuesday Training Day? It's another fabulous week. We have some really fun stuff going on right now with Scentsy. So this week, guys, what I really wanted to focus on was some follow-up. So if you guys are not doing your follow-up yet, hopefully this might kind of inspire you, intrigue you, give you some ideas on how you can do better follow-up. I will say, and I'm always the first one to admit, I was not doing the things that I should have been doing in the beginning, so I kind of had to relearn a lot as I kind of advanced in my Scentsy journey, and follow-up was one of those things, because for me, honestly, follow-up did not come as naturally as I really thought it would. Kind of rephrase that a little bit better for you. At my career, I actually do a lot of mentoring and training and really developing leaders. And so that's truly where my strength and my focus lies in a lot of what I do for my career and what I do within my Scentsy business as well. And as much focus as I put on all of that, and as much importance I think that that does hold and ring true for all of us, there really are times when we really have to kind of flip that coin, and we need to be on the other side. And so it's something that I consciously know that I do, and so I consciously have to make sure that I'm completing that follow-up step, okay? So I wish I could say, yeah, it comes naturally. I've been doing this my entire Scentsy journey. Not so much. It's not so much true. So I kind of learned through my own way, as I'm sure all of you are and will do as well, because as we go through our Scentsy journey, we have our sponsor, we have our upline, we have our teams and our tribe that we can reach out for when we have questions or need help or are just looking for ideas. And I want to say that I really started focusing on follow-up. We had my superstar director, she and another superstar director that's part of our group as a whole, because we've got over 6,000 people in our group. I was very lucky enough that I actually live close to them, so they're local to me. And every year, usually in the fall, and we've got one coming up again in August, but we call it Dare to Soar. They call it Dare to Soar, and it's an amazing one-day, just a day that they provide training to us. And it's amazing to be part of it. Last year, I know a lot of us were doing some periscopes and some live streaming for the majority of our team members who couldn't be there, because it was such great information. They always bring in amazing guest speakers. And guys, this is not something that a superstar director is required to do. Okay, this is something that they got together for their group as a whole and decided to put this together. They take on all of the expenses, they do all of this, and so I mean, when you look at it just from that perspective alone, you really don't want to miss the opportunity because of the hard work and dedication and the willingness for them to come out and do something like that for us. Fantastic. I'm so blessed to have that, and that my team has that as such a great resource. We've got amazing leaders within our team to look up to, and within other teams too. I mean, all of Scentsy, we've just got amazing leaders within our Scentsy family, our huge Scentsy family, right? But every year what they do is they always try and bring in a guest speaker or two, and I want to say it was probably 3 years ago now, maybe 4. I think it was about 3 years ago though. We were lucky enough, they were able to get Mary Christensen to come and speak with us. And I don't know if you guys have heard or read any books by Mary Christensen, but she is an amazing motivational speaker, just completely motivational. You know, she tried to tailor a lot of what she was talking about, of course, to Scentsy and what we do, but the majority of it was just really the nuts and bolts of being the best you can be, not only as a self, but as a business owner, which is what we are when we are a Scentsy consultant. So having the opportunity to hear her speak in person and give us some great tips and advice and answer our questions, it was invaluable. And it was from that discussion, I've probably heard it before and I've probably heard it a million times since, but that's the defining moment that sticks out in my memory when I think about follow-up, because it was then that I really, maybe I was just really in tune and I was really focusing that day, or because I was taking a lot of notes for the rest of my team members, but I'm a complete dork like that. So maybe it was because I was concentrating so much on what she was saying, but that's when it really kicked in. It really made a difference for me. And what she really talked about and focused on was the 2x2x2. So you do follow up, usually. This is a good formula to kind of live by or work your business by, is 2 days after they've received their product. So 2 days after they've received their order approximately. It's a great way to just do a quick follow-up, quick touch base. Hey, how's your stuff? Hope you love it. Let me know if you have questions or when you're ready for to order some more or to host a party. And then you can do in 2 more weeks. So if you haven't heard from them and reply, maybe, and this happens a lot with me and with a lot of my customers, is that, you know, they get busy too. They're just as busy as we are, guys. Truly, everybody's busy. But so they may not be able to get back to me. But even if they do and they answer when I call, or they reply back to the email or text or what have you that I've sent out, I still do another follow-up in about 2 weeks. And what I do at that follow-up point is simply just kind of do, again, another quick touch point of, you know, and I try to recall from the first conversation, because I'll usually make notes and I'll say, you know, yep, got it, or happy with everything, or loves this scent, whatever it is. And so I'm trying to do that at the 2-week mark as well. So following up with that 2-week mark is the ability to, again, reach out, make that connection, check in with them. And it may be that they are just totally head over heels in love with a particular scent. And so if you find that to be true, then that's when you really want to say, well, hey, or, you know, let me know when you run out. I'm more than happy to place a 3-pack order of those bars for you again to make sure that you don't run out. Or if you're ready to try, oh, you really love that one, let's talk. Next time when you order, I need you to think about this one as well, because if you like that one, this one's going to be amazing for you. Little things like that. Then what you do is you go back and you do a follow-up in 2 months. So at that 2-month follow-up, again, maybe you've had conversations with them between then and that point or not, doesn't matter. Because at that 2-month mark is really when you're going to be asking them, are you ready for a refill? Because if they're truly using their wax and they're using their warmer and they're using it at a fairly regular time, they're changing their wax out regularly, this and that, then they probably are ready for a refill of wax. So that's really when I push for those refills, because even when someone has just ordered a warmer from me, I'm definitely gonna let them know, hey, don't forget the 3 of the 6-packs are available. It's a really great buy. You like this scent and I think that you would like this one. I really try and do that touch point at the 2-month mark, and that's kind of where my system comes into play, because up until that point I am usually tracking those follow-ups, my phone, or I have my planner, which is right down there in my planner, and I will actually mark off when I make deliveries, and then I go ahead and I put out on my planner, so in 2 weeks, oh yep, gotta follow up with Sarah, gotta follow up with Michelle, gotta follow up with Melissa, and I just kind of go down the row. And so then that way it's on my planner so I don't forget. That's the key, right? The key is not forgetting. So figure out the best way that might work for you. For you, it might be an app that you use. It might just be the calendar on your email platform, whatever email you use. Maybe it's post-it notes at your desk, okay? Maybe it's just a little flip pad with things written on it. Whatever works best for you. So when it gets to the 2-month mark, so after I've done that 2-week follow-up is when I kind of file it away in my system. My system is not that fancy, guys. I wish I could just be like, look at my wonderful system that I've created. This is my system. And again, fit it to what works for you. And this truly is just what works for me. I've tried some of our other leaders throughout Scentsy and their amazing ideas and tips on follow-up and how they organize them and all of that. I've tried the recipe box method where I organize them by scent. I've tried that. I've tried getting a file. I have a file box and I would mark the months. So every month that I had orders, I'd put them in there. I was using like an envelope kind of thing, like an expandable accordion file. I tried that for a while. Hot mess was happening, right? I was losing track of where the orders were, where I was within my follow-ups. All of that was just getting congested. And then I had the issue as I kept going, as I'd find new different things and I'd, you know, try and incorporate them in. And then again, it was like creating the wheel all over again. So I've just gone back to what worked best for me. And for me, it just happens to be just these simple plain folders. So what I do is I keep my orders in here. So I actually keep my orders. So currently I've got 2 folders, right? The first one here is all of my orders from 2015, and you can see they're literally, they are the order forms. So as I get them, I might write notes when I do follow-up, so I've got my notes kind of written in there on them, but they literally stay in here, right? So that's kind of where they're at. And then again, I'm using my planner so I know when I'm following up, so I know what folder to pull from. Now I'm kind of out from 2015, right? But I do still keep these. Why? Because what? We're 6 months away. We're 6 months out from 2015. Why do I still have these? Because whenever I do a booking blitz, these are going to be the people that I'm going to reach back out to, right? I like to do a booking blitz at least twice a month to help me book my parties. So I usually do them quick and fast, quick and fast, quick and fast. They will usually be anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes long. I do 2 a month. And so a lot of those are done via email, some are done via phone, but this is where I pull those people from. Pull from your own pool of customers, guys. There's no need, again, don't reinvent the wheel. You know who your customers are. You know what they like because you know what they ordered. So you can literally just kind of go through, and like this one was Christine. She ordered a 3-pack of coconut pumpkin pie. So obviously we don't have coconut pumpkin pie right now because we're into the spring and summer scents. But trust me, when winter comes along, I'm going to be looking when I do my next booking blitz. Hey, in September when our new catalog drops, you're probably going to want in. Things like that, right? So this is for 2016. And so again, I kind of go in order as I get them. I've got my notes on here when I've done follow-up. And then I put little check marks and then I highlight when I actually put them in the planner. So that way I know just by looking at it where I'm at. Because I like to color code a lot of things. But I like things colorful, I like things bright, I like things pretty and organized, because when they're like that, then it makes me want to work. And anything that makes me want to work makes me happy, puts me in my happy place. So guys, let's really touch on the 2 important factors of why you should be doing follow-up. One is because you're giving amazing customer service to your customers. You're really being able to touch base with them, establish those relationships, and build upon them. And for number 2 reason is because it gives us the opportunity not only to have that amazing customer service experience for them, but it also gives us the opportunity to really work to build upon that customer to see if maybe they're ready to host a party, to be one of our next hosts, or maybe it's talking to them about actually joining your team. Now then I have my customers who, when I've thrown out the idea or the opportunity of joining my team, I do have those that I can tell, and you will too if you haven't yet. You'll get to that point to where you'll just recognize the signs. Look for the signs. So if you've offered that opportunity and they kind of are like, well, I've never really thought about it. Excellent. Great. No problem. Is it okay if I maybe send you something in the mail so that way when you're ready to think about it, you've got some information to look at? Yeah? Wonderful. I'll get that off to you in my next mail drop. So what am I going to do to follow up with them? Well, it's pretty darn simple. I'm going to be sending them a join brochure. I usually will throw in a catalog and or product list. And I usually, not during the summer months, but in the winter months, I usually will always throw in a discontinued tester as well. And I think I've talked about that in some of my other videos, so I won't go too in depth with possibility packets today. But you guys kind of get the idea now, right? All I'm doing is sharing the opportunity, okay? I'm not gonna call her and harass her, but what I am gonna do is when it comes around to that 2-month mark, because I've now made a note in here that when I followed up with her at either the 2-day or the 2-week mark, that she was maybe interested in possibly joining. So I make that little note. I have my own little shorthand, so I have my little note in there, okay, and then I'll check mark that I've then sent her a possibility packet. And then when I'm ready for that 2-month follow-up, that's when I'm gonna swing around and I'm gonna ask again. Hey, hope everything's going great. How are you enjoying your Havana Cabana? Are you ready for a scent refill? We've got some great new ones that are now out in July for July only. And have you had a chance to take a look at that join brochure that I sent you? If you've got any questions, remember I'm here to answer those for you. And maybe if you want a little bit more in-depth information, message me or text me and we'll be sure to make a date to chat about it. I am going to make sure that those people are on my Facebook group, in my fan page, that they're on my mailing list, so they're going to get those monthly newsletters that Scentsy automatically sends out for us. When I do send sample cards out or just thank you cards or whatever it is that I'm doing that month, they're going to be on that distribution list too. So I'm just kind of keeping them in the know, right? Just keep it lighthearted, keep it authentic, keep it original to you. And you're gonna see amazing results when you do your follow-ups. Don't forget, guys, we have Bring Back My Bar getting ready to launch as of July 1st, so I hope that you're getting prepped and ready. Remember, you can go into the Scentsy family store now and you can order your Bring Back My Bar tester sets. Woohoo! For those of us who don't have to make them anymore, I'm so excited. So I'm going to start circulating those. I've already started sending out some first initial emails trying to dig up some excitement for my Bring Back My Bar booking bags. So I'm ready to go and I'm really excited to see how July goes, and I'm excited to hear from all of you. If you guys out there have an amazing way to follow up or have a great strategy, share with us down below. Give us a comment and let us know how you do your follow-ups. Do you follow the 2x2x2 method, or do you use a completely different method? Make sure that you give me some thumbs up if this was helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's how you get to know all of the Tuesday training videos. That's right, every single week I'm coming to you with a Tuesday training video. Then along the way we have the fun shenanigans and videos. So I do also have my sniff review of the Bring Back My Bar scents, so make sure you're checking that out if you haven't yet been able to sniff those testers, or if you're just curious to know what they're all about. I've got my review up there and ready for you. Until next Tuesday, I hope you all have an amazing time for the rest of your week. I hope it's not too terribly hot like it is here for us, so I'm staying in the AC. I wish you all well, and until next Tuesday, peace, love, happiness. Bye.